in Time. So to start off this review, if you haven't yet checked out my story review videos, they are below, so you can get all the inside scoop of the main story of the game. Warning, there are major spoilers in those videos, so watch at your own risk. In my review today, I will only be talking about the gameplay a little bit. Or actually, no, I will mostly be talking about the gameplay. And the only spoilers I will be giving out are the abilities of the ancestors and the costumes I unlocks in each level. So once again, if you don't want to spoil just a little bit of the gameplay for yourself, it won't give much off. I mean, it won't spoil the whole game for you. But if you don't want to spoil a teeny bit, stop watching now. To start off this review, I should start with the controls for Sly Cooper, Master Thief. Sly's controls are great, but not perfect when you go to do an action command, aka jumping and hitting the circle button. Sometimes Sly won't respond and fall, and this has made me mad throughout points in the game. Sly has 5 costumes he unlocks in the game, each having its own special feature. The first costume is a samurai warrior suit, is resistant to fire, and has a shield that attacks and dodges fireballs. His second costume is the jailbird costume from episode 2. With the jailbird costume, you could throw your ball attached to a chain to move crate, etc. Also, with the costume, you could roll on top of it and roll through laser walls. The next costume is the saber-toothed tiger skin, used to jump far distances, kind of like Ryoichi's Ninja Spire Leap of Faith, which I will talk about in a couple minutes. His next costume is probably our favorites, and it is the archery costume, used to draw bows and shoot arrows. The final costume is the thief costume from Ancient Arabia, and it's used to slow down time, handy for fast closing doors, etc. The next character is Bentley, the brains and tech genius of the crew. Bentley can place bombs with his extended arms on guards, and just anywhere to blow things up too. The one thing I didn't like about how Bentley was built in Thieves in Time was how he hovers and he jumps. It used to be a 3-time acceleration boost in Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves, the predecessor to this game. In this game, he only hovers, and it's less airtime than he had in Sly 3. When you go into Bentley's Monocicom, which is the first-person mode camera where you zoom in and out of the area, everyone has one in the game. In Bentley's Monocicom, he can shoot explosive darts or even sleep darts. The main muscle man, Murray, is one of the roughest characters to play as in the game. His controls are great, but the fighting with Murray is kind of sloppy because they changed the thunder flop from the previous 2 games by pressing the X button and the square button to pressing the X button and the triangle button, which is a huge throw off to fans like me. And to think they changed this just so X then square can be a stupid power-up bought on ThiefNet, the store used for buying power-ups. It's just ridiculous, but you have to deal with it. Hopefully, if they come out with another game, they'll change it. The next character is Inspector Carmelita Fox. If you want the whole story about her, I recommend checking out my story review of the game, which is, once again, linked below. Her controls are nice and smooth, and identical of those from the previous game. The Cooper ancestors are playable characters from the time periods the game visits in the game. They all have their special move. They all have a special move that relates to them. Ryoichi being a Dragon Leap, which is doing a Ninja Spire jump on points, and he could like jump far distances. Tennessee Kid Cooper's being that he could use his cane as a gun to lock onto multiple targets. Bob Cooper's, once again, if you haven't checked out the story review, it's below, being how he could latch onto walls identical to Sly's ability from Sly 2. Sir Gallus being the wall hook, how he could wall jump by using hooks to reach great distances. And finally, Salim Al-Kupar's being how he can climb poles and ropes incredibly fast. The mini games were probably the most difficult part of this game. Noting that most of them were context sensitive by using buttons to control the right move. There were two notable ones where Marie dances as a Japanese geisha girl and Carmelita belly dances for a group of guards. The Bentley hacking minigames were difficult too. Not so much in the beginning of the game, but at the end of the game they were. There were 3 in this game, different from there only used to being 1. They had one regular hacking minigame, which was the same from Sly 2 and Sly 3, just with a little added detail. A muscle Bentley side-scroller similar to that in Sly 1 in the Clockwork level, and what I call the marble hacking, where you tilt the PS3 controller / PS Vita to get a marble in a hole without falling off the circuit board. If you're someone as impatient as me and as shaky as me, this is one difficult thing for you in this game. Trust me, I had major problems with it in the game. But if you give it about 3 tries, you'll finally get it, hopefully. Overall, this is a great game and probably the 3rd best out of 4, first being Sly 2, second being 3, and 4th being Sly 1. I love this game. It was worth the 8-year wait, and I'm glad someone stepped up to the plate and hit a home run with Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. I was impressed since Sanzari made that piece of crap port, which was Secret Agent Clank, and made a glitchy HD remake of the Sly collection, which, by the way, I'm not having problems with anymore. Yay! But still, this game did not give me problems like the previous Sanzari games I've played, and I was impressed by that. Overall, I give this game a 9.5 for amazing graphics, great storyline, another cliffhanger ending, and great characters. I took off a half a point because the way how context sensitive the buttons were trying to do jumping and hitting the circle buttons and the mini games with Murray and Carmelita. But still, if you haven't picked up Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, you will not be disappointed because of its great qualities. And yeah, I mean, if you were a fan of the past 3 games as a little kid, you'll love this game, no matter your age. If you guys like this review, like this video, subscribe to me for more reviews, and 100% walkthrough of Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, plus a Let's Play of the game too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.